Hello fashion mates, this is Mr. Matured and I believe you are having a great time. I'm also having a great time. I know it has been a while that I came your way with an educative content that will help you upgrade your fashion skills, but we are back. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix your zip at the front part of your trouser. So if it is something you find interesting, please do well to watch this video to the very end and learn the simple tricks that I'm going to show you to achieve a perfect zipper fly for your trouser. So if you are new here, I warmly welcome you to Matured Clothing and Tutorials. On this channel, I show you videos that will help you upgrade your fashion skills, and if you are an old subscriber, I'm really grateful. Before we get into the video, if you have not watched my video on how I achieve my trouser pattern, I'm going to leave a link in the description box or the card that is showing up on your screen right now. You can click on it and then watch the video and come back so that we can sew along together. So here is my trouser that I have cut. I have cut all my panel. You can see everything is intact here. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload any educative content like this, you are going to be notified. So I'm going to pick up my zipper and then show you how I go about it. So this is my zipper facing and this is my zipper shield. So you can see I'm indicating the wrong part. So what I did was I measured 2.5 inches by 10 inches or longer than your zipper. Okay, so what I did is I curved the down part where I'm indicating my right hand side whilst the wrong part is facing upward. So I curved the side to help you make sure where you are going to place it. So on the zipper shield, what I did was to measure 4.5 inches width, and the length is also as well longer than my zip self. All right, so what I'm going to do is to mark the wrong side and fold it into two this way and give it a little press. So far, if you are liking this video, hit the like button right now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and slit the down part to indicate the down part of my zipper shield, and then I'm going to take it to the weaving machine or the overlock machine to lock the edges. But before that, I'm going to fuse the zipper facing, and then I'm going to apply it on it like this. Trim off the excesses following the curve and the straight edge, even though I'm going to serge it. All right, so guys, leave your comment in the comment section if you find something difficult. All right, so I'm going to keep them aside and later I'm going to serge the edges. Hit the like button if you are finding something interesting in this particular video. I will bring about this my body self, which is my trouser, and I'm going to indicate the left panel and the right panel. All right, on the left panel, I'm going to still fuse the front part where I'm going to place my zip. So what I'm going to do is to cut the lighter fusible interface, and then I'm going to cut about 2 inches width, and the length is going to be longer than my zip, and I will go ahead and cut another 1 inch, which is going to be also longer than my zip. So I'm going to now apply it at the front part, as you can see me indicating. But before that, what I'm going to do is to curve the down parts like this, as you can see me indicating, and I'm going to place it on the left panel of my trouser, letting it go down below the hip line by 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to apply my heat to make it come to the trouser, and I'll go ahead to trim off the excess. I will come back and then I will do the same with the 1 inch fusible interface for the right panel. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to trim off the excesses. If you are a fashion designer and you are looking forward to upgrade your fashion skills, I'm recommending our physical class where you are going to learn everything from basic to advanced. Be part of it. I'm going to now indicate my zipper end. Okay, so I'm going to measure about 7.5 That's what I use for my adult, 7.5 inches, and I will notch. So I notch that part, and then I'm going to mark it like this. So what I'm going to do now on the right panel is to fold about 0.3 inches, which is equally to 1 centimeter, and then I'm going to press it this way. So after pressing from that notch part, I'm going to extend my half of an inch and indicate it with my pencil right there, because it's going to be helpful. We will need it. So I'm going to now take my pieces to the serger to weave the edges. If you are liking this video, do well to hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, also do well to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload any video of this sort, you are going to be notified. Now I'm done with weaving the edges, and I'm going to give it a little press, and then we are going to jump to the machine. Now I welcome you to our sewing. This is my notch. I'm going to indicate my notch, and also you can see the left part and then the right part. I'm going to still indicate it so that we are not going to mess it up. So what I'm going to do now is to pick up the left part, okay, the left panel, and then I'm going to start my sewing with that. But before that, I'm going to place my two flyers together, and then I'm going to mark 0.75 from the down part, and I'm going to create a notch of 0.25. so after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the flyer only on the left panel, and I'm going to match my notches together like this. I'm going to stitch about 0.3. okay, so guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more educative content like this. So now after stitching, what I'm going to do is to top stitch the facing, okay, but I'm not going to stitch it on the bodice self. I'm going to let it relax on the facing, okay. So I'll shift the down part, my seam under the facing, and then I will go ahead to top stitch it very close to my previous stitch like this. Now we are done with the left panel. So we are going to pick up the zip and the zipper shield, and then we are going to stitch that one too. So I'm going to place it like this, and then I'm going to stitch it on my zipper shield, but I'm going to let my retainer, okay, the retainer box, which is the iron at the end part of the zipper, is called retainer box or the bottom stop. So I'm going to let it match my notch on my zipper shield, and then I'm going to stitch about 1/4 of an inch, and you can see that I'm indicating my 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to use my serger to indicate my 1/4 of an inch like this. So now I'm going to pick up my right panel like this, and then I'm going to place it on my zipper shield, letting the notch come a little bit lower than the retainer, and I'm going to stitch on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to let my fabric get close to the teeth, okay. I'm going to give a gap, and then I'm going to stitch it like this. So after stitching it, I'm going to bring the left panel and place it on it, ensuring that everything is equal from that mark that we made before, okay, with the pencil. You remember that mark, and ensuring that the upper edge is equal. It will be safe for you to place a pin there to stabilize the two panels. All right. So after placing my pins and stabilizing my fabrics, I will now ensure that what I marked away from my stitch, I'm going to place my left panel on it and ensure that the down seams are away from my stitching, okay. You can see what I'm doing there. So I'm going to push them away, press it with my hand sew on my half of an inch sewn allowance and leaving about 1 inch away from the crotch end. Okay, so this is it. It is very simple. So if you are liking this video, do well to hit the like button. Hit the like button right now to help us grow. So after that, I'm going to eject all my pins away from my fabrics, and then you can see the stitching. It is perfectly positioned. So this is it. You can see it is very nice right there. So what I'm going to do now is to stitch my zip to my facing. So I will turn my panels this way, and now you can see where I'm marking with a pen. Okay, it is just at the edge of my zip. Okay, just at the edge of my zip, and I'm going to let it match the top stitch. Okay, the top stitch is going to be at that side. Okay, it's going to be away from that mark. You can see what I'm indicating there. So you can see I'm still emphasizing making sure that the both match. It is very important. Okay, it is very important. So I'm going to firmly press it and ensure that the panels are going to be equal from the pocket side. All right, and then I'm going to shift away my pocket shield. Okay, and I'm going to start my stitching on my tape. The side of a zip is called a tape. So from where my retainer box is, I'm going to start my stitching from there, not from the very down. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take off my excess thread, and this is the result of what we have done so far. You can see even without pressing, everything is close. Okay, so I will take it to the table to give it a little press. Now we are back with it. So I'm going to now stitch my style line. Okay, my zipper facing, I'm going to stitch it to the trouser self, and it's going to be my style line. So you can see how beautiful this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my shield away from the down part. Okay, and then I'm going to stitch my style line this way. So what I'm going to do is I do measure about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to indicate my 1.5 inches because this is a lesson, so I would like us to understand that I need to mark it. So on this part, I noticed that there is a drop of oil from under my machine because my machine was just coming from the mechanic, so forgive me for that. So you can see that I'm creating my mark of 1.5 inches mark for my style line, and I will firmly use my thumb to press the facing down. Okay, and follow my line. Now what I'm going to do is from the crotch part, I'm going to shift it away and pick up one leg of the tape of the zip. Okay, with the zipper shield. Okay, see what I'm doing over there? So I'm going to use my thumb. Look at it very well. It is very important. So I'm going to shift it away, you can see, and then I'll go ahead. Now I'm going to indicate my retainer where the iron is. That iron is called a retainer or bottom stop. Okay, so I'm going to retain, and then I'm going to stitch below the retainer. If you do not take care, you are going to stitch on the retainer and it's going to break your needle or even hurt you. So don't do that. So far, if you are liking this video, do well to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button because it helps us to grow more and more. So this is the final result of what we want to achieve. This is my zipper, and you can see what we have done there. You can see it is very neat, clean and precise. Okay, so this is it. It's very simple. It's very simple. This is my zipper, and you can see everything is relaxing. Everything is relaxing. So this is the back as well. You can see everything is enclosed, and then now I'm going to pick up the both shield and the facing, okay, the remaining from the curve, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch them together to stabilize it when the zipper is being opened. So it is very, very simple like this. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you the final result. I'm going to open up the zip for you to see what that works for. Okay, so this is the final result. I believe you have learned something so far. If you have learned something from this video, do well to click on the video that is showing up on your screen right now to learn more, and ensure that you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload any educative content like this, you are going to be notified. And remember, upgrade is a must. See you in our next video. Bye bye.